One of the things I just want to raise, and not necessarily my own views, but I think what you were just talking about there about, and the question from the floor about, are businesses doing what they say they should? Is there not an inherent conflict quite often between E and S? And classically is the West Cumbrian mine that's just been approved in Whitehaven at the moment. Now, there's an argument, obviously, that environmentally not good. But equally, if you are somebody who lives in an area that is desperate for meaningful employment that isn't just about 0 hours contracts and the like, they could argue very, very strongly to say, we haven't got the time right here and right now to worry about what a future impact that might have. We need to feed our families. So is there a clash sometimes, and how do we work out where the balance is?
But surely in that, they could have built some kind of renewable energy source. It's not about not providing opportunities for people and that social benefit. It's the choice of what that benefit is. That would be my kind of simple, basic answer.
It's not transitioning, is it? It's going backwards.
Oh, well, absolutely, 100%.
So I think I completely agree with you. There is lots of technology out there. The technology exists in order for us to, stop climate change, but it needs a lot of investment. So you need to focus that investment in the right areas, and putting investment into a coal mine, well, I think it says it all really.
And it also comes about, when you think about social mobility, if you think about this tension between environmental and social, to a certain extent you'd say, okay, everybody should just sort of stay where they grew up, not travel very far, work in the local land, sort of go back centuries. But actually that leads no social mobility at all, requires everyone to stay exactly where they were and gives no opportunity unless you happen to have been born within spitting distance of the city or any of the cities. And that is a real problem. And take it beyond the UK and take it right across the world. Why is it those who are in Africa should have less opportunity than those of us who've been privileged to be here in the UK and in the Western world? So I think, there's a real point here about how are we really going to make amends? Obviously, that was all COP27, and how are we going to make pay reparations, etc. But I think there's a recognition that we have a privilege here, and maybe we should try and moderate what we're doing in order to allow other people to perhaps not have to behave to the same standards as we are, because they've got further to come in order to be able to facilitate the S of ESG.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying I disagree with that, but I've heard it said directly at me, having something called the Environmental Business Network, people saying to me, oh yeah, it's very easy for you in the south, in and around London, with your privilege, etc., etc. And I think it is something that needs to be acknowledged. But the points that you guys have raised, I think, is the important one, is yes, there needs to be investment into places like that, but it's got to be the right investment on the right things. Now, how and who needs persuading of that is a big topic, I guess, isn't it, from that point of view? The Environmental Business Network is here to help all businesses adapt to and benefit from the very different economic and environmental futures we all face. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit the website to find out more information.